Hello everyone, this is Cari for Redesign, and today I'm going to go over some really fun home decor accessory projects with you using the brand new Redesign release Branch Harmony. I made some fall projects, and they can also be for every day if they match your decor. We're going to do a riser, and I upcycled my canisters for my kitchen just to make them a little bit more beautiful. So I hope this inspires you to make some beautiful home decor. So we're going to start with a riser. I have a piece of wood that I found at a salvage yard, and Belle Epoque blooms, which is our brand new Branch Harmony Middy transfer. And the wood transfer is also from Redesign. So I am going to mist the charger really well, and then I'm going over it with the chalk paste Manor Coffee. I just love the grayish kind of brown color that it gives, and you can use the paste with water to use as a glaze for wood, and it's really easy to apply. As you see with the water, it just kind of goes into the wood and you just add it with your brush. It's okay if it's uneven. I think it looks better that way. Now, based on the colors in the Middy transfer, I chose beach sand, from Granny Bees, and I'm giving the base a light coat with that creamy kind of sand color. Once it's all painted, now I'm going to use this gel super glue to add it on. And I know this sounds crazy, but it works. You can also use Titebond or Gorilla Glue. This glue sets up really fast, so it's easy to keep working once you add it. And there you have it. There's the pedestal. Now I'm going to choose some roses, and here I'm going to show you how to add the transfers to an uneven surface. This is my method, and it works really, really well. So I start by cutting out the flowers that I want to add. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put the transfer on the flat surface on the inside, and then I work it into like the circular edge with the stick. So I don't really put down the transfer on the flatter outer surface because I do this in stages. So you do the flat surface, and then you do the curved surface, and you work it in with the tool that comes with the Middy transfer, and just make sure you get in there really nicely. Especially on this is a little bit of a rougher surface. So I really took my time and made sure that I got in all those little areas to make sure that the transfer didn't pull up. And then when you go to the outer room, you just lay it flat and go ahead and add it. So work in stages and take your time and just be patient. I know it's hard, but this is the fun part. And I think that when you're adding the decorative elements like this, it's really important just to be patient. So here I'm just doing the inner rim, and I pull up once I know it's down, and then I can put the transfer flat to the outer edge. So from the inside to the inner circle to the outside of the charger, that's how I work it. And that just prevents any kind of oopsies along the way. So because of the way that I had put it down, there are some little air bubbles and some wrinkles, and I just take the Redesign polishing pad and I go over the surface with the polishing pad and just kind of work that transfer onto the surface. This polishing pad works like magic. It really gets rid of all of those air bubbles and wrinkles if you get some, which tends to happen when you're working on uneven surfaces. And then I'm just building up the flower bouquets with extra little cutouts, so I wanted to extend it a little bit further. Now I'm going in with the Vintage Script Decor Stamp set, and I'm adding my beach sand paint to a sponge. So I like that the sponge has like a nice flat surface, so that helps to keep all the paint from going into all the crevices, so when you stamp it doesn't get distorted. And I like to just kind of tap down and add it here and there. It's not completely covered, it's just to add a little extra element. So lightly tap the surface of the stamp, and you can even fold up the ends and just kind of pounce the script onto the surface. And I just go in random areas. This is kind of the fun part. You can also use stencils for this if you have like a script stencil, which we do have. We also have Finnebear stencils with smaller patterns that work really, really well. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to apply the H2O transfers. This is Gilded Memories, a brand new H2O transfer that we just came out with, and they are very, very shimmery and shiny and gold, and they are activated with water. So I'm going to cut out some of the script patterns here and add them to the plate just for a little added elegance. So now it's important to know that you want the gray side up. So you're going to remove a plastic coating that is over the gold side, just like that. And I kind of messed up here because you should add a little bit of water to the surface first and then add more water after you put it down, but it still worked out just fine. And then you want to make sure that it's nice and saturated, really, really wet. Now, if you're a little bit concerned about the surface when you start to do this, you can certainly seal the surface first and then add the H2Os. So I let it sit for just a couple of minutes, and I use the Redesign scraper tool just to make sure that those little scripts are down there onto the surface really nicely. I dab away the excess water and I go ahead and peel it back. So you want to peel it back in one direction, and they are a little bit sticky when you do this at first because they need to dry. So the water activates the adhesive, you need to let it dry, and then they are good to go. So just a little word to the wise. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going in with a water-based top coat just to seal the entire plate and protect it. Now I have another idea. You can take some furniture legs, inexpensive ones from the hardware store, and use it as a base for your riser as well. And we do offer other H2O transfers. So if you're looking for other color schemes, such as this really beautiful blue one and Just Labels, they work amazingly, and just another color choice and design choice for your home decor pieces. I made a cute little jar and just decided to add some more of these transfers just to match. So this would be really cute to hold like silverware or little fake plants or something. And now I'm moving on to my canister project. So these canisters, these 3 canisters, had kind of a rusty metal lid. I sealed it, then added heavy gesso, and then went in with antique sage chalk paste. I let that dry, each layer dry thoroughly for like about an hour or 2 before I went ahead and sealed them. And they look so much better than the rusty, crusty tops that they were. And now I just want to show also that our transfers work absolutely beautifully on glass. So what I like to do is put it on the glass. I start from one side and work my way over to the other with the stick, and look how beautiful. And what I end up doing is layering some of the same Gilded Memories H2O transfers with the roses, and it added just a really beautiful, beautiful element. So they do work on glass. The H2O transfers do work on glass, and I do not seal my glass pieces once I put the transfers on, the H2O or the regular, because they do not come off. You do have to give it a couple days for like the glue to really cure, but it is very difficult to get them off once you get them on. So just word of warning. I absolutely adore how they look together. So pretty. And this little crown just had to go onto the smallest one. I did a tall, a medium, and a short. So that's what I have in my set. So each one got a little bit of a individual designing on it, and I just love these. These are going to be wonderful for not just fall, but for Christmas or any time of the year. And here you can see what it looks like with the lid and the riser. I just think they're very beautiful. They came out so nice. So if you have any questions about what I used today, or if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. We offer all of these supplies through Redesign website, our Redesign with Prima website. I will link all of those in the description for you to shop if you like, and take a look at the rest of the brand new release as well, because it is absolutely stunning. So stay tuned for more beautiful projects, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I really appreciate you watching, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, and just stay tuned for more DIYs coming soon using our Redesign with Prima products. They really do make a difference with your home decor, and they elevate anything that you have in your house or maybe that you find at thrift stores just perfectly. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.